What? Don't say that.
It didn't pick it up. It wasn't recorded.
I think you just ass hurts. I think that's all we got.
I hope so. That's a great beginning.
Expound. Are you feeling a little calmer now?
No, my ass hurts.
Good. Then allow me to get to the point. Regardless of your intentions, you broke the law.
I understand.
Nevertheless, I understand that you did what you did in order to prove Mr. Tangaroa's innocence. Therefore...
I've shit my pants.
If the real culprit really is someone else, then we have a duty to reinvestigate the case.
There is nothing to suggest that anything nefarious took place in the official IS-7 incident records. And right now, there is nothing to suggest that we should take Miss Bound at her word. So our first order of business should be to arrest the culprit of the case before us, Miss Bound herself.
Objection!
Official records cannot always be trusted, Judge Gavel, especially since they are those prosecutors who would think nothing of twisting the facts.
Are you suggesting that the committee at the time overlooked just a prosecutor? Such a prosecutor. Wouldn't you like to know?
That's for you and your people to figure out. However, it is a fact that the autopsy report was faked, seeing as Mr. Frost's body was only found just now.
Ooh. There really is something of Mr. Von Karma in you, Mr. Edward.
How so, exactly?
By continually defying the will of the committee and bending the truth to fit your needs. That's how. Perhaps it is time you understand how the committee sees this case. What would you like to know, Weather Boy?
Would you like to know, Law Boy?
The committee is willing to accept that Mr. Von Karma falsified Mr. Frost's autopsy. Even still... Ow! Even still, Mr. Von Karma, more giggly, only managed to have Mr. Tangaroa convicted as an accomplice. I personally, except for the fact that his record states otherwise.
No.
I mean, it does. It's a falsified record. Still. I personally have come to believe that the real culprit behind the IS-7 incident is Miss...
I believe that what we have right here is just is showing that convicted as accomplice. These are the official data. It's just that Von Karma just lied to Miles, being like, "Yes, I won."
See, I was right.
Yeah,
I'm always right.
yeah.
I read that.
Oh yes, you did.
Her plan to poison and kill Mr. Gusto today was her attempt to frame him for Mr. Frost's murder.
And this is how the committee sees things, is it?
But of course! It is, as always, solely in service of law and order.
It sounds to me like all she's doing is acting in service of the committee and covering up the truth.
So is the next story the last story?
The next case, the last one? No.
Nope, we got 2 more?
Yeah, 5 cases in all. Well, on the 3rd case, by the way. This might not seem like a 3rd case thing, but well, this is the 3rd case, yeah.
No, I'm thinking because I would see the end of us and the end of this game being the us bringing the committee to light and exposing them for their bad practices, ill intent.
Yeah, okay. And if I can't change her mind, there will be no saving Mr. Tangaroa or Miss Bound.
That's what I was asking. Because the whole thing so far is revolving around this committee.
Yeah.
Just like the last one revolved around the Yada Grazio.
And they're not going to go into it at all.
So this one has to go into the committee. And then us exposing the committee for being evil people.
Yeah. The committee is willing to accept that Mr. Von Karma falsified Mr. Frost's autopsy report. If you accept that Mr. Von Karma falsified the report, then why won't you reinvestigate the case?
Because the goddess of justice is never wrong. Except in this case, where the goddess of justice was wrong.
You missed your line, brother.
Her verdict remains true despite Mr. Von Karma's cat manipulations. Despite blatant evidence tampering?
Cat!
You sure you're...
Cat!
It's waiting for you to look away in the moment you do. You sure your precious goddess is into that? Almost makes you think the committee might have other reasons for not wanting this to look in, not wanting this looked into again.
No!
Further investigation is simply unnecessary, since the goddess of justice is already...
Is that right? Even so, Mr. Von Karma only managed to have Mr. Tangaroa convicted as an accomplice. Hold it! What? I'm gonna kill this.
Wouldn't you like to know, cat boy?
Play with this. Look at that laser. Battery's dead. God damn it. I believe it was a confession that sealed Mr. Tangaroa's fate in the end. The confession secured by Mr. Von Karma, which surely cast doubt on the final verdict itself.
It's the face your cat makes to you when you kill her. Just, huh? And he's not looking anymore. Oh, the defiance. Samson Tangaroa confessed to the initial investigating officer. One Detective Ian Sideman. One laser beam. The official records state that it was his integration that led to the conviction. Therefore, all I can say to you is that the goddess of justice has already spoken. He got fired because he fucked up. What do you mean? That's the goddess of justice was okay with that until he got in trouble?
The verdict is the verdict. The verdict is always right.
Unbelievable. She just won't budge at all. Are these committee guys really that big of a deal?
In many ways, they are a prosecutor's worst nightmare.
Oh, bitches. Peace. They're kind of like how the police are to a great thief, huh?
Funny how you don't seem to have a problem working with the police when it suits you, though.
Hey, the Yatagratsu was the police, buddy.
I personally have come to believe that the real culprit behind the I-7 incident is Miss Bound.
Hold it!
Are you suggesting that Mr. Tangaroa and Miss Bound killed Mr. Frost together?
Why not? They sat on him, suffocated him. You could even imagine they split their roles as thus. Mr. Tangaroa could have been the one to commit the acts, while Miss Bound was to remove the body. What? They thought that we would kill together? You stole his corpse and hid it for 18 years. Is it really so surprising that you might have shit?
Miss Bound has freely confessed to all of her crimes. Now is not the time to speculate about what else she might have done in the past.
Very well. Now let us pass judgment on what we know she did in the present.
The plan to poison and kill Mr. Gusto today was her attempt to frame him for Mr. Frost's murder. Why would Miss Bound have chosen to frame Mr. Gusto for the murder?
Oh, I see. We're stuck calling him Gusto.
Yeah. I can't see any other way.
I figured it was probably Gusto since Scone calls him Gusty.
It's probably Gusto, yeah, but Gusto.
But I love Gusto because of Ratatouille. No doubt. Just to think that he's got a chef hat, he's got it all.
Yeah,
his name
exactly.
is Gusto. No doubt, because also it's probably Gusto because he's putting Gusto into his artwork.
Yeah, maybe.
It's all a show.
And like it's a gust of wind, like he's blowing wind into his creations to like make the things that he makes.
Goose doesn't really fit that.
Goose, he likes goose.
Goose? No doubt because he suspected her of being the real culprit. But so he showed up early to kill her?
Yeah.
He may have entered what he thought was the Winter Wing simply to see if the statue was in. Yeah. Little did he know that he would be greeted by a trap designed to silence him. A trap that merely. Objection! But why was he breaking into the ice?
Do you have any evidence to support that line of reasoning?
Unfortunately, Mr. Gusto remains in critical condition. It will be difficult to prove anything until he regains consciousness. In other words, there's little we can do for now.
On the contrary, there's plenty we can do.
You still have not grasped the situation, have you? Then allow me to spell it out for you. We have all the evidence we need to explain both the IS-7 incident and the poison gas attack. Hold it! That's right, I did that exactly as the Jeep went off.
All the evidence you need.
In the matter of the IS-7 incident, we have a body, a murder weapon, and 2 suspects. As for the poison gas attack, we have the sources of the 2 chemicals in Miss Bound's confession. As for you, Mr. Edgeworth, we also have enough evidence to see that you yourself will have to answer to the committee in a formal. What? Whoa! Doesn't sound good. Don't worry, Miles Arena. Nothing else, you're always more than welcome to add Edgeworth and Co. It is your name.
You all know, I greatly appreciate it if we could stay focused on the matter at hand.
Of course. Now, where was I?
We have that's a new line.
We have therefore determined that there is no need to investigate either case any further. Hold it!
You really mean to assert that there were no loose ends left to investigate? None at all.
All of the evidence has been examined at length, and there is nothing more to be learned from them. Therefore, I think she's just beating the dead body up. Maybe you're the one who killed him.
Oh?
Therefore, I see no need to further prolong this trial. This court finds the
Your Honor, I'm certain there's something that still needs to be examined.
The hammer is about to fall, Mr. Edgeworth. Only hard evidence can stop it. Present what you think requires further deliberation. Assuming there really is anything left, that is.
This isn't over yet. Not by a long shot. There's still one thing we don't have an answer to. And it's up to me to point it out to Judge Gavil.
Okay, so it's gonna be the last one, because that's that was literally the one saying, hey,
yeah,
we got nothing else to do. Is it gonna be him breaking into it?
No.
No? So I was gonna say, why would he break into the statue?
Oh, okay. There's one thing that we have not, fully looked into. What is that one thing we haven't fully looked into? Not that. Don't care about that. Look at that. Look at the body right there. Boom, boom. Don't care. Don't care. Don't care. Don't care. Don't care. Don't care. Lamp with salt. Look at them. Bunch of fucking losers. Teapot. Let's go ahead and move the body.
That's just Gusto saying I hate
yeah, chocolate. The result of the Gemini case, they found salt, sugar, and blood. Sugar composition matches that of the pale blue liquid in the first room 18 years ago, and there was sugar in the water. That seems to be a match. And then I don't care about this. What is something that we have not looked into further?
Salt.
No.
The sugar.
Because we know that it's they are the same statues, so.
The sugar.
Yeah, the sugar is the same. It says right there.
Pale blue liquid.
It says it right there.
Hardy Frost.
Yes, he was there, but.
Okay. I don't think it's gonna be anything on there. determined that there is no need to investigate other cases.
Yeah. So what is the one thing that we have not fully looked to or even confirmed?
The body? A full autopsy.
We found the body. It's right there.
Give me a full autopsy.
We got it. There's the body right there. And that.
Can you click on that for me?
With this?
No.
This?
No.
No. This? Oh. Well, statute of limitations expired 3 years ago. People.
No detailed autopsy report due to the body gone. Is it it's the autopsy report then? There's no detailed autopsy report.
No.
What? The salt?
No! We know where the salt comes from.
No, I was meaning the murder weapon.
Oh, the murder. Oh, the salt?
Tasty. Gusto's son visited his father daily up to the semi-final. Where was his son?
Visiting his father up through the semifinal. That's where his son was. Ah! Oh. Don't destroy anything. Oh, good.
Is it? There's no need to investigate either case any further. Is it gonna? You keep hovering over the last two, man.
Well then fine, what are the last two? What is one thing we have not confirmed?
Is it the fingerprints on the bat?
There's no prints on them. So it's somebody with gloves.
What the fuck on here haven't we confirmed? Why is my brain stopping now?
I thought you had it, like literally, like when you started speaking, I thought you had it, and then I thought you were doing a bit because you were avoiding only this one specific thing, and I was like, okay, you got it, and then you just went away, you just went past it.
I thought I had it. Is it on the document?
This document?
Well, let's look at this. Sugar composition matches sugar found in the pale blue liquid in Artie Frost's room 18 years ago. Sugar detected in the fountain, which also water, also seems to be a match.
Yeah.
Detected salt, sugar, and blood. I've said all of this. The sugar, which was a match in the water, matches that of sugar found in the pale blue liquid in Artie Frost's room 18 years ago. I have said everything on here.
You have not said everything that's on this.
Artie Frost's room.
No.
Blood.
What about the blood?
It was found in the fountain.
Yeah.
Where is it?
What other questions should you ask? Check it. Sugar, blood. What about the blood? What question should you ask?
Where was the blood?
No!
Whose blood?
There you go! Oh my god! I'm afraid there is still one obvious question concerning the IS-7 incident that remains unanswered. Your Honor, would you mind taking a look at this?
I think I'm gonna play dumb for the next part of this. Seems fun when you're struggling to try and give me answers.
Wait, you said everything? The salt, the sugar.
I said blood.
The salt, the sugar, salt, sugar.
I said blood. And that's because there's nothing else that explains the blood. It just says blood.
Yes, it's like that's important. You usually don't find blood on statues.
What is it?
The test results carried out on the liquid on the bottom of the Gemini case in the winter wing. As you can see, traces of blood were detected. The question is, whose? Until that question is answered, I hardly think you can claim to have all the evidence.
There was blood in the Gemini case? Why did I not hear about this from Eustace?
Because Detective Gumshoe informed me of the results directly. I was planning to tell Mr. Winter about it myself, of course.
But you sent him away. You kept this to yourself until now, despite having no jurisdiction here whatsoever. Mark my words, the committee will hear all about what you have done here today.
As ever, my interest is in the truth. If mistakes were made in my past, they must be rectified.
Rectum?
If you must report me to the committee, then so be it. But in return, we must be allowed to investigate this case to the very end.
That is not my decision to make. You will need to discuss it with Eustace. Yeah, see?
Guess who's back, losers? And with good news, too. I found my dad! It was a close call for a minute there, but...
Spoiler!
Carmelo Gusto is alive.
It's Gusto.
Huh?
Gusto! He made it. Yeah, pump it up. Pump up the jam.
Pump it up.
Jamming.
Pump it up.
Louder! You're the ones who found me. Now I gotta make him sound old and cool. Yep. Long time no see, Gusto. You're the attorney's assistant. You've grown. You have an assistant of your own now.
Assistant? No, I'm...
He hasn't got the gig just yet. This is Gregory Edgeworth's son.
Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth, at your service.
Fate moves in mysterious ways. I'm in your debt. If you hadn't found me in time, I wouldn't be here to thank you.
Oh, you're very welcome. After all, if you hadn't lived, we wouldn't be able to ask you what really happened 18 years ago.
What are you talking about? We figured out quite a bit while you were out cold, including the fact that you're probably the guy who offed poor Artie Frost.
What? Is that true? Miss Brown set up a very elaborate trap to catch Mr. Frost's murderer. A trap that involved rigging the Pisces case with poison gas.
He's going to find the murderer.
Perhaps in light of that fact, you could tell us in your own words what happened back then? Or perhaps you'd rather exercise your right to remain silent?
Oh, it's not that. Gusto here is a fan of the old meditation. You know, home and all that jazz. Wow, sleeping while standing seems pretty cool. That's one heck of a talent.
Except there's no sleeping involved in meditation, Kay.
Wake up! Hey, Gusto, old pal. How about you snap out of it and tell us what went down way back when? I was caught in the ghost trap, so I must be the killer? Is this your idea of a joke? I'm the victim here. Indeed you are, Mr. Gusto. And there is no evidence that you have done anything wrong. Yet. Mr. Edgeworth and Mr. Fender were merely spectators. Rest assured that they have no authority here, and that you may pay them no heed. At least somebody here seems to be on my side. Judge Verity Gaville, it is a pleasure, Mr. Gusto. I will assist you in any way you may require. Perhaps you could begin by explaining what exactly, there's a lot of spit coming out of my mouth, happened 18 years ago to Mr. Edgeworth.
That's my main mic.
Fine. You want me to prove I'm innocent, Mr. Prosecutor? I'll be happy.
So this is how you mean to play it, Judge Gaville? You're hoping Mr. Gusto will help you hide what happened instead of trying to correct the record?
I believe only in the infallible judgment of the goddess of justice.
Except it is us humans who make the actual judgment calls in the court of law. And so long as there are those who would use the law to their advantage, our rulings are fallible indeed. If you would use your position to further obscure the truth, then neither she nor I will forgive you.
We shall see about that. What do you advise, Judge Cavell? It would seem that you are under suspicion because it was you who triggered the poison gas, specifically by opening the Pisces cases. I hate when 2 words have S's at the end, because then I just sound like a snake. Actually, I sound like a spray bottle. Would you be so kind as to share why with us? You just put a hot ball of sugar in your pocket?
Yeah?
So what?
A whole ball of sugar in your pocket?
Understood. I'm Wolverine. Jackass. I came to see Frost sculptures as simple as that. I made a mistake with the opening times and arrived a half hour.
Miss Bound, was there no one at the reception desk at around that time?
I had left the main entrance unguarded and unlocked just in case the killer made an appearance. I was also busy making preparations elsewhere, all the way up until the gallery's opening. So no, there was no one here on the first floor. But I did make, I don't know why it would Japanese.
You're the around the world with this character.
I did make sure that I turned him into fucking Node from Star Wars. Is that what his name is? Noct? Node?
Nox. No.
The Supreme, not the Supreme Chancellors. Fucking leaders of the Separatists.
Oh,
the Bluefish people. They're called Nemoidians.
Yeah.
But I was trying to remember one of their names.
I don't know, Jeff.
I did make sure that all their wings were locked up tight. All except the Autumn Wing, that is.
I see. She did all that just to steer the culprit into the Autumn Wing, which is precisely where Mr. Gusto went.
Sneaking into a building's pretty suspicious, however you slice it. Silence in the courtroom. I will permit no objections or interventions unless there is some evidence that the witness is lying. The courtroom? This is an art gallery, right? Mr. Gusto, if you could please continue by explaining why you opened the Pisces case. I wanted to see Frost work up close. So I went up to the Gemini. Sorry, I guess it was supposed to be the Pisces stage. And I saw that the lid was frozen on tight. So I grabbed a blowtorch to break it open. That's what you do in art exhibits.
You want to get a close look?
From nearby, it tried to open it. When I finally got it open, gas came pouring out.
Fascinating. This is the sort of flawless testimony attorneys can only dream of.
Yeah, the everything sounds like a lie kind. I am none too satisfied with Mr. Gusto's explanation myself. Alas, there's no evidence to refute it. Come on, must be something. It's Bound's story you should be questioning, not mine. I'm not the one who set up a gas trap. She could have killed anybody with that thing.
Objection!
Only if they used a fucking blowtorch to open the case. I don't think people who go into art exhibits say, I'm gonna open that so I can just get killed.
A sitcom character does.
It's like the people who go to like the Mona Lisa and they're like, I'm gonna step over this line.
Yeah.
So I can get up close. And then get tackled by security because I'm doing what I'm not supposed to. She turned Fender on the sprinkler.
Huh?
She turned on the sprinklers as soon as the gas was released. She knew exactly what she was doing. She was gunning for the killer and nobody else. That killer being you, old pal. So you believe that self-confessed criminal?
Miss Bond is far from blameless in this affair, and she will have to pay for her crimes. But so will Mr. Frost's killer.
You seem determined to pin Frost's murder on me. I had no reason to kill him. And you have no evidence to prove otherwise. Can we really not prove that he's the killer, Mr. Edgeworth?
Mr. Cousteau fell victim to the poison gas. That much is indisputable. Yet no matter how suspicious his actions in the present may seem, they prove nothing about the past.
I know we'll dig deeper into those in just a second, but can you show me the evidence real quick? Scroll down one.
What specifically?
Nope. Down. Yeah. There's a sign. It was used just before the police arrived. Possibly. We already know that. Never mind.
Okay.
Shit. I was gonna see if there was something else in that.
Has his fingerprint on it?
No, not that.
Has his blood on it?
I was seeing if it was gonna say something like was not, or bound confirmed was not in the art room.
Oh, okay.
He brought it himself, is what I was trying to find out.
Oh, okay.
Which, he works with melted sugar, so he probably did bring it himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then what about you, Mr. Fender? There must be something we can do. You're right. We may not have evidence, but we have plenty of intel. Let's see now. If Cousteau killed Frost, he must have had a reason.
He claims not to have a motive. Can that really be? That can't really be true, can it?
We're gonna build up our arsenal real quick.
But it was motive. Cousteau insists that he had no reason to kill Ollie Frost.
If he did it, he has. How many people commit murder just for the fun? In fact, your old man had a little back and forth with Von Karma about a probable motive too, remember?
He did it! How can you possibly say that with any certainty? If the relationship had broken down for some reason, cooperation ended. Cousteau helped Frost in the final, but the favor was never returned. The flavor didn't return.
The flavor never came.
No! That could very well have been the motive behind this murder.
Karma wouldn't let us talk to Cousteau back then, but we can now. If we put the pieces together, the Pisces together, and I think the picture we've been looking for might just emerge.
Yes, I think you might be right. We need to think back over everything we knew about the IS-7 incident, especially the questions that never got answered.
Whose blood is it?
Oh, I got more bad lines. And the finger marks. Were you the one wearing the gloves? Miss Skin denied that the finger marks on the frame were hers. But what if they were Mr. Cousteau's? Perhaps he had wanted to take a look through the Ultimate Cookbook for himself. Wanted the cookbook? Had Cousteau's goal been to look through the Ultimate Cookbook all along?
So he asked me to go put in a new cartridge. He seemed to think there should have been more shots left than there were.
In other words, the film ran out sooner than expected.
The number of shots he took didn't line up with the number of shots remaining.
Many explosions. More film had been used up than Tango expected. Did someone else use the camera?
Did you open the cookbook, take photos of the cookbook, and then close the cookbook, and then put the cookbook back, and then put the camera down, and it's like, I didn't touch the cookbook.
I don't know.
I could solve that, but whose blood?
Yeah, his blood.
No idea. But he thought maybe he just lost track somewhere along.
My father noticed these things for a reason.
My father?
I just need to piece them together correctly. In the absence of evidence is the only way to the truth.
My father was a defendant. And he told me the murderer's motive and the cooperation ended. And then he told me...
Mr. Cousteau, you and Mr. Frost conspired to create works for the contest together, did you not?
So you know my little secret.
Mr. Fender was kind enough to inform me. Mr. Frost was in charge of the designs, while you were in charge of the flavor, is that correct?
What can I say? Except you're welcome. I still had a long way to travel on the road to becoming a master confectioner.
But you only collaborated up through the semifinal. Something changed after that.
We both wanted to show what we could do. Show that we were better than Tango.
Objection!
Then why did you help Mr. Frost with his entry for the final?
Hey, what grounds do you have to say that?
Your own statement, made to Mr. Von Como 18 years ago. You told him that you had been working together right up until the day before the final. Mr. Frost's entry was carved entirely from blocks of flavored ice. Ice which would have needed at least a day to freeze, and whose flavors would therefore have already been prepared by Mr. Gusto. Yes! Which lines up perfectly with what Gusto told me, that he helped Frost until the day before the final. In that case, then why didn't Mr. Frost reciprocate and help Mr. Gusto in return?
Piss.
I can only be expected to read the minds of the dead!
Does he fucking like flick a nickel every time?
Yeah. So why didn't Mr. Frost help you in return, I submit that your relationship broke down for some reason, and that became the basis, and that became the basis of your motive for murder.
Needs a comma there. And that became your basis.
Oh, that's probably how I was read, yeah.
But there was no comma, so it just turned out as and that.
Yeah.
That's not how it was. Sure, we stopped working together, but it was all perfectly friendly. Then he kidnapped my son, and then my son never returned.
And then my son kidnapped his son.
And then they never returned.
Yeah.
Until his son returned. You stopped working together? In a friendly way? Kinda hard to imagine, but okay. Besides, how do you think it did it? Exactly. You think I just strolled into Tangaroa's room and killed Frost? I couldn't have killed a man while Tangaroa was in there working on his chocolate pieces. Could I?
Telling of the murder, Gusto couldn't have killed Frost with Tangaroa in his room.
So you see, can't have been me.
I wouldn't be so sure. Must be a window of time when Mr. Tangaroa wasn't in his room. If I could prove that, I could prove that Mr. Gusto had the opportunity to kill Mr. Frost.
Remaining exposures, one of the cookbook.
Photographing the cookbook's contents would have been the perfect way to steal its secrets undetected. And what if Mr. Gusto did just that? What if he used Mr. Tangaroa's camera to photograph the book?
Oh, was that about blood? I couldn't remember. I thought it just doesn't say anything about blood.
What time then? Why blood?
There's Y in his blood. That's not good.
Oh no.
It'd be a perfect crime. So much better than stealing it and getting chased by the cops. A sneaky snapshot of 20, huh? That could work.
The only question is, when would he have done it?
Oh, shit! Artie caught him and he killed Artie.
Artie for you.
That's why he killed him. There's your motive. He got caught in the middle of cheating. Not really cheating, but...
My father died because a bunch of people wanted to cheat in a cooking contest?
Unsportsmanlike? He opened a book when
this whole series began because he wanted to cheat in a contest?
That's the new TV show that's coming out, actually.
Oh, okay.
Good question. What about during afternoon tea? Didn't Delicia say that Gusto and Frost had missed out on the little tea party they had?
Afternoon tea. Frost and Gusto didn't attend the afternoon tea. Which brings me to the next question. When did we know for certain that Mr. Frost was still alive? Then, after the contest began, nobody saw hide nor hair of Frost, as he had secluded himself in his room. And the only person capable of entering his locked room was Tangaroa, possessing as he did the only key. Miss Scone, were Mr. Tangaroa's works the only ones you sampled?
No, dear. I couldn't help myself. When I had finished my afternoon tea, I tiptoed over to my Jeep and got inside it. Chillywink's room for a little taste, too.
Not very English-like to be driving a Jeep. Mr. Frost had kept to himself inside his room after the contest had started.
I got inside my Fiat 500.
Oh, there we go. Now that makes sense. But by the time Miss Scone snuck on into it to sample his work, Dacia sent over, meaning there's a good chance that he was murdered before the end of afternoon tea.
Afternoon tea time and then murder. Oh shit, that's wrong. There's a different one.
Gotta redo the case! We can be sure that Mr. Frost was alive until the beginning of afternoon tea, making tea time the only window during which Mr. Gusto could have killed him.
Are you satisfied with Mr. Gusto's story now, Mr. Edgewood?
Sadly, I'm afraid I'm still rather unsatisfied. But things are finally starting to become clear, and the truth will soon come to light at last.
Do you mean to say that you have uncovered new evidence?
Evidence? No. I was hoping I might convince Mr. Gusto to open up to us about it instead.
Oh, is it mind games time again?
It is. Mr. Gusto, I have a question for you.
Do you like chess?
I said I have a question for you.
What is it?
You chose to make your entry for the final on your own.
I told you, I wanted to test myself. I wanted to prove I was the best in the world. Or you had no hope of winning, so you looked at the cookbook instead, and then sat there and went, I don't need to win now. I've got the cookbook.
If that were the case, then surely you wouldn't have chosen to cheat in the first place. So tell me, Mr. Gusto, why did you feel the need to team up with Mr. Frost? I want to take you to the chess room.
To the candy shop.
18 years ago, Mr. Gusto and Mr. Frost collaborated in the confectionery contest. But why did they work together, and why did they enter the contest in the first place? That's the information I need to get out of my opponent somehow.
I'm asleep. Fuck. 4 pieces.
Mr. Gusto seems to have a habit of pretending to be asleep when things aren't going his way. Let's start by focusing on why he chose to work with Mr. Frost. By my hand, now is the time to dig up the truth that was buried all those years ago.
I just commenced. Why did you collaborate with Mr. Frost?
Mr. Gusto, what inspired you to collaborate with Mr. Frost?
We were acquaintances before we were contestants. He was interested in entering the contest, so we decided to sign up together.
And your decision to pair up with a sculptor had nothing to do with your lack of faith in your skills?
You don't know me. We joined forces because we wanted to make the most perfect creations possible. That's all. But you can do it on your own?
And will expose all your lies in the end, Mr. Gusto. It's only a matter of time.
Sorry. Wanted to see if I could do an impression of you. Turns out it's easy.
He's happy to bide his time, it's what it seems. I need to pick my words more wisely.
No, that was perfect.
Yeah. Study my opponent's reactions and
Spider-Man. He's growing his teeth. First son and mine were in the same grade at school, so we got along pretty well too.
Oh? So you were just two friends who happened to try for the title of World's Greatest Confectioner?
Spider-Man. I'm still recovering, so you've got nothing to say. Let me go back to them.
Wait! I need to be a little more proactive. It said at the beginning, if he's meditating, that means he didn't like what I said, so we gotta push in more. That's what he said at the beginning.
You fucked me there, didn't you?
Oh! You gotta clutch up!
Don't you click again.
Oh, you're fine. Okay. Pretending to be asleep when the going gets tough won't work on me, I'm afraid. Mr. Frost was a sculptor, Mr. Gusto. I doubt he cared much about winning that title for confectioners. In which case, he probably had a different motive for taking part in the contest. What did you say?
Oh, yeah. Fine. It was me. I wanted that title. Frost was only in it for the prize. The ultimate cookbook.
I see. And since your objectives dovetailed so neatly, you decided to work together. But then, something happened. A breakdown in your relationship, perhaps? If so, I want to know why.
Mr. Prosecutor, I'm still quite unwell after my Bushwick death. Pushed me too hard. And I'll be on my way back to the medical ward.
No, wait!
Then you'd better wrap this up quickly. I'm already dangerously low on patience.
Mr. Gusso is trying desperately to make his escape, but he's not going anywhere yet. And as long as he's still keeping things from me, so let's figure out what he was really after next.
Cocaine!
You were looking for cocaine! There's no time to lose. I need to pick the right line of questioning and fast.
Did you want more than...
Oops! You wanted to appear on Mr. Tangero's TV show, didn't you?
Cooking conga?
I believe it was called Bacon Bob?
You really think people would want to watch me dance like an idiot while I work?
No, it might have been a bit much for young viewers.
I thought not. Listen, I know what I'm good at, and prancing around on TV isn't it. Maybe you should focus on what you're good at too, because it certainly isn't asking the right questions. You fucked me again.
It's a shame, Mr. Gusso.
You're trying to make this harder on me!
What are you talking about? You two had your eyes on something other than the title, didn't you? After all, I'm not sure the title of World's Greatest Confectioner even counts for that much.
Now you're insulting the way of the confectioner. My only goal was to win the title. I didn't care about anything else. I have no idea how much it would have meant to me. You have no... Bye, Mike.
You were never going to win!
Look, my sense of design may not have been up to snuff back then, but you should see me now.
Oh? So you've improved?
You bet I have. I didn't do all that training in Chang Fa for nothing. Bide my time. I looked up to Tangelo, you know. Spent hours poring over the designs of his work. Even used to watch his own show with my son.
Sounds to me like Mr. Taylor's work was especially influential in your early early studies. And with his recipe book, you might have even become the best someday.
Maybe. The book was a real treasure, no doubt about that. Any confectioner would have wanted it. I'm asleep now, so you're gonna have to ask me a question. So, you were interested in the book? The music stopped!
Oh, you claimed that your only goal was to win the title, yet you also seem to have an interest in the contest's prize, the ultimate cookbook.
The greatest collection of recipes in the world's greatest confectioner. By the world's greatest confectioner, you can't say I had absolutely no interest in it. And even if I did, what exactly is so wrong with that?
Nothing, I suppose.
Your son was sick, wasn't he?
Only that the book contained recipes for medicines, not desserts.
Your son was sick, wasn't he?
And everyone who entered the contest supposedly knew that. I feel like I'm finally getting somewhere. I can't let him slip from my grasp now. I just need to stay calm and keep the pressure on.
Why'd you say that all out loud at first? That one was not in your head.
Next, let's find out why he wanted the cookbook.
Did you know what the cookbook was really worth?
Did you know how valuable the cookbook really was?
What kind of question is that? It was a collection of Tangero's recipes. There wasn't a confectioner in the world who wouldn't have wanted to get their hands on it.
I don't have a clue as to how to proceed with this line of questioning. Try another time.
The sweets.
So your plan was to win the cookbook and use it to help you with your own creations?
What else? A book like that could have improved my craft tenfold.
You could have made a lot of money if you sold it.
I don't know much about what's actually in there. It was worth more than money. Money. I'll tell you that. And I meditated until I asked me a question. You know more than you're letting on.
Come now, Mr. Gusto. I think you know more about the ultimate cookbook than you claim.
Don't slam my rope like that. It doesn't like it. They told us a little about it at the start of the contest.
Then you know what kind of recipes it actually contained, don't you? and that they weren't dessert recipes at all.
I see you did your homework. Fine. So you was really in there. The ultimate cookbook, or the angel's cookbook, to give it its proper title. It's a collection of chemical formulas and ways to synthesize new medicines. No, but don't touch my back, man. Nobody had ever heard of.
So he did know that the cookbook actually contained recipes for medicines. This could be an important clue.
Oh shit. There's my clue.
No. Well, read it out loud.
Except you knew that it's not what you were really in there.
Your designs may have improved thanks to your training in Jingfa, but you clearly didn't do enough work on your skills of deception. You've already admitted that you knew the ultimate cookbook was a collection of recipes for medicines.
Stop slapping my rook!
Hereby making your interest not gastronomical, but pharmaceutical in nature.
Meditating. You needed medicine, didn't you? You weren't trying to become a pharmacist.
You want to become a pharmacist?
We could help you.
You're a confectioner, Mr. Gusto. You had no professional interest in revolutionary new medicines.
This is gonna get sad.
Which suggests that your interest must have been personal.
Because your son disappeared, which means your son died. Because he was sick. Underestimated you. Fine. You're right. Winning the total was
Winning?
Whining?
Oh.
It is winning.
No, I just thought winning would just come in.
The total wasn't the only reason I entered the contest. I needed one of the recipes in that book. It was for my son. He was sick.
He was? Tell me more.
That's none of your business. I told you as much as you need to know.
He looks rattled, but I can't let him off the hook. Let's find out what this mystery illness was. I've almost gone to the bottom of this. I can feel it. Just a few more moves.
Tell me about your son.
Tell me a little more about your son.
He was my pride and joy. Oh, he was? Oh. Past tense, not good. And my biggest fan.
And you entered the contest in order to help him.
You clearly don't have any children of your own. Any father would have done the same. I would have done anything to help him. Anything! If I had my time.
I don't believe you, you piece of shit.
You were an awful father! You would come to see me here at the contest venue too. Right up through the semifinal.
Really? You didn't get in the way of your work. If you were trying to beat Samson Tagara, surely you didn't have time to look after a child.
Yeah, well, I wanted to do what I could for him. He said he wanted to always be the first to try my creations. Whoa. Shit. So he wasn't too sick to join you? Because you're sweating.
You said your son was sick, Mr. Gusto, and yet he was able to come and join you for the contest.
God. So now it's not meditating, it's when he sweats. It wasn't that kind of illness. Nothing life-threatening anyway.
This feels like it could be an important clue.
I've got a clue! What's the name of the condition your son has?
Could you tell me the name of the disease your son suffered from?
You're a real cold customer, Mr. Prosecutor. Isn't it enough that he was seriously ill? Why would you force me to tell you more?
Time to deploy my clue.
Ah, I picked it right! But it wasn't life-threatening, was it?
You've already shared with me that your son's illness wasn't life-threatening. So why are you so reluctant to share any further details?
It may not have been life-threatening, but that doesn't mean it hadn't been life-altering.
I see. It must have been very hard on both of you.
Of course it was. That was why I did everything I could to find a cure. We were desperate. We couldn't taste anything. Not even his favorite desserts. Was he overweight? Was he a fatty fat? Did he have a taste disorder? I know he was fat. You have a fat son. Are you looking up to see what he says?
No, it's just the same thing. As I understand it, the Ultimate Cookbook contains a recipe for a very particular medication, one that Mr. Tangaroa used to cure himself of his own taste disorder.
So I could have called him fat and it would have worked?
No. They would have been like, I will expose your lies. Your son was fat.
So he had it too.
2, you say? So your son had a taste disorder then? Am I correct?
How did I let it slip?
You've been asking me to believe that you needed to win the cookbook in order to cure your son. Was that really the case?
Of course it was. What are you saying?
I'm saying that I'm not so sure that that's true based on everything you've told me. I don't have a clue as to how to proceed with this line of questioning, but I'll try not to talk.
Was a book necessary?
So you needed a cookbook to cure your son?
Nowadays, you can get the medication he needed anywhere. Back then, the book was our only hope. That's because the Tango Corporation got a hold. Which is why I didn't dare waste my time on fancy tea parties. I had to give my all to my work.
And what about Mr. Tangaroa's work? Surely that tea break gave you the perfect opportunity to go steal a glance at it?
No. And what makes you think I had the energy? The time to care about what the others were made. Bide my time. I'm still recovering, so you got nothing. Oh shit.
No.
Alright, I gotta push him on that one. Fuck me, am I right?
I guess he said earlier that he really liked Tangaroa. I think you've made it abundantly clear how much interest you had in Mr. Tangaroa's work. What's more, if you were that determined to win the ultimate cookbook, I seriously doubt you would have passed up on a chance to take a peek at your competitor's entries.
I had plenty of chances throughout the contest to see a sample of my rival's work, you know. But each time I did, nothing seemed to have any flavor. Must have been nerves or something.
Nothing Mr. Gusto tasted had any flavor. That seems like it could be an important clue. Oh,
It's the
oh, he was that one, yeah. Okay.
But it wasn't life-threatening. Yep, Next. Solid?
Was he overweight?
He was fat.
Time to deploy my clue.
You can't taste too.
Taste disorders are difficult to live with. It isn't easy not being able to enjoy your food. You should know. After all, you just told me you'd experienced something like that during the contest. You said that nothing you sampled had any flavor. Those were your words, correct? Which would seem to suggest that you were suffering from a taste disorder. A conversion without a sense of taste. Not exactly ideal. Are you sure it wasn't actually your own condition you were seeking a cure for, Mr. Gusto?
I've had enough of your speculations. I managed just fine in the contest, made all my own entries, no problems. Fuck! Shit.
That one was very obvious, dude! Oh my god!
I would take it I needed to bide time because he was angry.
No! You gotta look at the statements. You gotta look at like what I'm actually saying.
I read slow, bitch.
Well, we gotta do the whole thing again. Anyway,
I mean, it's this section. That's what.
Yeah.
Here, take work. And then we'll talk about your fat son in just a second.
Yep.
Got my clue. Now let's talk about your fat son. Wasn't life-threatening because he was fat.
Was he overweight?
Then you weren't sick, and
You were sick as well. He's sick as well.
I said you were. If I said that you weren't, then I'm stupid. We were working with Mr. Frost. There must have been really something. But weren't you working with Mr. Frost?
No, you were one away. You were just that one. That was it. Sorry, but I'm afraid you're contradicting your own testimony. You already admitted that you and Mr. Frost had worked together during the contest. It's too late to claim you did it on your own now.
Heart attack.
You would have us believe that you are a man of principle, a dedicated student of the confectioner's art. Yet you abandoned those principles and conspired with Mr. Frost to rig the contest. Also, you could cure your own taste disorder.
Maybe. Got me, Mr. Prosecutor. As you said, my sense of taste was shot. My son's was fine. I'd kept it hidden for so long. 18 years and nobody knew.
Sadly, you can lie to others, but you can't lie to me. Both Mr. Gusto and Mr. Frost entered the contest hoping to obtain the ultimate cookbook, for the medicine that would cure Mr. Gusto's disorder, and the money it would bring in for Mr. Frost. Thus, an uneasy alliance was forged, and that, I believe, is checkmate.
I'll admit it. You're good. I've never told anybody any of this, but you figured it out anyway. It's true, 18 years ago, I developed ageusia. Ageusia.
Ageusia. Ageusia. Ageusia. I'm pretty sure it's ageusia. I'll double check. Hold up.
It's not gonna say it. Pronounce it. I don't even think it's a real word.
It is a real thing. Yes. Pronunciation. Ageusia. Ageusia.
Let me just blur it all. Ageusia. There you go. Is that it? I developed ageusia.
Hold on. How do you use? What is it? Ageusia. It's ageusia.
So I said it right the first time.
I guess so, yeah. This is a French pronunciation. You motherfucker, dude. How do you pronounce it correctly? This is another one. I'm sorry, this is the guy. Oh, actually, fuck, I got it wrong. He was actually out. Yeah. Okay,
stress on that goo. I really need you to stress on the goo.
Ageusia.
What's ageusia? It's a taste disorder that makes it so you can taste anything. Can't taste anything at all. The confectioner's worst nightmare.
Mr. Fender, is this what Mr. Tango had as well?
No, the big man had what they call dissociated taste disorder. Basically, some things he could taste just fine, while others had no flavor at all. He suffered too. Can't have been easy. Not when there wasn't a way to cure it on the...
Which is why you needed Mr. Tangero's cookbook. Do you admit now that that was the real reason you entered the contest?
It was the only one of the reasons I wasn't lying. It was only one of the reasons. I wasn't lying when I said I wanted to. When I put my mind on something, it gets done. And I won't lose anybody. Lose to anybody. I may not have been able to taste it then. But I still knew my stuff was good enough to win.
Oh? So you went into the final thinking you stood a good chance of winning?
Of course.
What was it that Fender said about what Mr. Tangeroa thought of Mr. Gusto's creations? Mr. Gusto's creations were a perfect balance of flavor and design, at least up through the semi-final. But disappointingly, his entry for the final was subpar on both counts. We were told that your entry for the final was far from the prize-winning taste sensation you described. What happened, Mr. Gusto? What went wrong that day?
Fine. You want me to talk? I'll talk. But you're not going to like what I have to say. Wieners.
Oh, fuck.
Frost and I were working together right up through the semi-final. I handled the flavor and he did the design. But I wanted to face Tango in the final on my own. No, just me and my skill. So I helped Frost with his entry. Mine, I did a lot. It didn't taste good in the final. That's on me. What can I say? I lack training. That's all there is to it. Happy now.
There don't seem to be any obvious contradictions in his testimony.
Yep. Not that I thought it'd be easy to get anything real out of him. He managed not to let slip what really happened for 18 years after all. Why don't you try pushing him a bit, Miles Areno, see if you can't shake something loose.
I think I just might have to, Fender.
Baba Ganoush.
Baba Ganoush. Frost and I were working together right through the semifinal. I handled the flavor, and he did the design.
Yeah, what?
Frost was in charge of designing the work you both submitted, while you handled the taste.
Yeah. He was a sculptor, a craftsman, and his sense of design was second to none. But he was clueless about confectionery. Which is where I came in. We each did what the other couldn't.
And boy, did you not have an eye for aesthetics. Not even for the simple stuff.
What do you think about Germany? How do you like me now?
Huh. The national symbol of Jane Falk.
Chicken. Oh yeah, it's a phoenix. That's awesome. I'll say. Pretty different to the stuff you were pumping out 18 years ago. Kids.
Behold the fruits of my training. I've dedicated my whole life to my craft. Back then, we both needed each other's help, so we joined hands until the final.
But I wanted to face Tinkerbell in the final on my own. That will help just me and my skills.
Hold it! This is really long.
You were serious about winning the title then?
Of course. The art confectionery is my life. Why wouldn't I have wanted to be crowned the greatest? But I still had a lot to learn back then. Guess it's no surprise my work wasn't up to scratch.
But the title wasn't the only thing you wanted. There was the cookbook too. And you wanted the cookbook even more than you wanted the title. Isn't that right, Mr. Gusto?
Overruled.
Mr. Edgeworth, you are badgering a witness who is still suffering the effects of today's attack. There will be none. I cannot allow this harassment to continue.
I understand, Your Honor, but...
Ignore him, Mr. Gusto. You need not answer that foul prosecutor's question. But please do continue your testimony in your own.
So I helped Frost with his entry, but mine I did alone. So you're saying Mr. Frost didn't help you at all? But he'd help you up until then, correct? It's a bit strange for him to stop so late in the contest, no?
Strange or not, it's the truth. Could be he had his reasons too. I wouldn't know.
If he's lying, it's going to be a headache to prove 18 years is a long time. It's going to be a headache to prove 18 years is a long time. Not unless that gizmo of yours has a built-in lie detector, eh?
If it did, I'd have stolen the show from Mr. Edgeworth long before now.
New game. Don't worry, Fender. I can tell when he's lying. No doohickeys assistance required. Please, Mr. Gusto, continue your testimony. If it didn't taste good in the final, that's on me. What can I say? I like training. And yet I heard that your creations prior to the final were scored highly for their flavor. So what went wrong? Was there some kind of cooking accident on that day?
No, nothing like that. It was... I told you I had a taste disorder. My sense of taste failed me. It's as simple as that.
But Mr. Frost's entry was complimented on its flavor. Your sense of taste hadn't failed you then. Did something happen overnight?
I don't think he's gonna spill any more beans, Mr. Edgeworth.
And perhaps I should ask him about something else.
Just stay the course.
Stay the course!
Ask him about Mr. Frost.
You knew Mr. Frost from before the contest, correct?
You remember it, I see.
Your statement?
My son and Frost used to go to elementary school together.
Hold it!
There was no coincidence that you both entered the contest, correct?
Yeah, I heard about it first, then I told Frost. I knew he'd be interested.
He was always short of cash for sculptures.
That's right. Mr. Frost was supposedly always in financial trouble, wasn't he?
Cookbook is really worth that much, huh? I see that glint in your eye, kiddo. Don't get your great thieving hopes up. It was worth a lot back then. These days, you can find most of the stuff in there on the drugstore shelf. On any drugstore shelf. Oh, bummer.
So literally every last contestant only ever had eyes for that cookbook, I see. 19-year-old mystery. And the key to unraveling it is finally in my grasp. I just need to remember everything Fender told me about what he and my father discovered. Wrong statement. What was it? Hold it! You pressed the wrong one! You did the wrong one!
Well, there's two separate things. They're not either.
Yeah, that's what I said my phone.
Oh, so it was stay the course. We're gonna stay the course.
It was it! Yep. There's something that changed between the semi-final and the final, Mr. Gusto.
Not really. The only difference between the semi-final and the final was that Frost wasn't helping.
Hold it! So you really completed your final entry without Mr. Frost's help?
I may not have had his designs to lean on, but I knew I was still solid when it came to flavor. The visuals were the only thing that changed between the semi-final. You sure, Gusty, old pal? Gonna have to call you out on this one, I'm afraid. It wasn't just it looks that got big thumbs down. Come judgment time, it was trashed on flavor too. Doesn't sound much like a winner to me.
Despite his confidence, Mr. Gusto failed on flavor too. Luck and Mr. Frost's assistant shouldn't have affected that, so there was some other difference. What was the other difference?
He cured himself of taste.
Then he would have gotten good flavor. So what am I doing?
Probably that newest one.
What was it?
The only difference between the semi-final and the final was the Frost wasn't.
Yeah, okay, so what's the other difference? Don't care about that so far. Don't care.
Yeah, torch there.
Torch? You didn't have a torch then! The cookbook right here. Frameworks, no company prints. Yes, salt lamps, stained with his blood. A photo of the sons. Goose's son visited his father daily up through the semi-final. Chocolates. Don't care. Designed by Paul Leak. One of Judy Brown's prized possessions. Sexual limitations, don't care about that for now. And then, salt blood. Whose blood? I don't know.
Whose blood?
I don't know. Whose blood? What is the what? Yeah. Was there a different thing between the semifinal and the final? Ah!
Ew.
Yeah. Was there any other difference?
Oh, your son didn't visit you?
Ah! The controller disconnected. Almost fucked me over.
You got too excited.
Yep. I can think of one significant difference between the semifinal and the final, Mr. Gusto. Your son. This is him in the photograph, correct? The short ones. Probably the one on the right.
The fat kid.
Not the tall one on the left.
No, the short, fat one.
Not the kid on the swing set in the background. He told me he was here with you through the semifinals.
Oh! His son tasted it, and that's how he knew what the flavor was. Because his son is eating one of the sugary birds. It was? What of it?
What indeed? He was with you. He was here with you until the semifinal, until he suddenly wasn't for the final. And just as suddenly, your work went from being lauded for its flavor to being lambasted for it. I don't think that's a coincidence. Do you? He wasn't just spending quality time with his father. He was playing a much more pivotal role than that.
Oh, I've been shot. I just wanted him to see me hard at work. To show him I was trying my best for us. Who knows? Maybe it was him being here to help me do so well in those early rounds. That was a good game, but nothing about this guy screams super dead to me.
Indeed. Thankfully, we would only have to give such an idea credence if his story were true. After all, How much would the encouragement of one small boy affect the taste of a grown man's work? That's always the question we ask ourselves. Mr. Gusto prided himself on the flavor of his creations, but then lost his sense of taste. He must have had a tough time maintaining his high standards after such a devastating loss. Unless... I'm sure your son was here to cheer you on, but that wasn't all he was here to do, was he?
You're a very suspicious man, Mr. Prosecutor. Why not try answering yourself for a change? What was an elementary school kid doing here other than a sport his father was tasting your creations?
He made it!
Ow!
Your son knew the taste of your work pretty well, I imagine, Mr. Gusto?
He was my biggest fan. Of course he knew it.
In which case, he would have been a good judge of whether something tasted on brand, so to speak, no?
What are you implying?
You've already told us what you were suffering from a taste... You already told us that you were suffering from a taste disorder.
Go. I'll admit it. You're good. Never told anybody any of this, but you figured it all out. Anyway. It's true, 18 years ago I developed aglasia.
No one knew about your condition. Indeed. I doubt Mr. Frost would have wanted to continue collaborating with you had he found out. After all, it was your job to make sure that his creations tasted good. Therefore, your son wasn't just here to support you. He was helping you by taste testing your work.
Dang! Now it all makes sense. Frost's stuff tasted good because it really was finished the day before when the kid was still here. Careful, he's about to have a mental breakdown. You have a vivid imagination, Mr. Prosecutor. But do you seriously think I trust the kid to tell me how to adjust the taste of my masterpiece? I have some pride, you know. Even back then.
Did you now?
My designs may not have been much to write home about back then, but I always knew my work tasted better than anybody else's. You think I'd risk everything by putting my reputation in the hands of a child? This is just more speculation. That's all it is.
In that case, I asked to speak with your son this instant. Let's see how much of your story he can collaborate.
I just popped both my ankles. Sadly for you, my son is no longer my concern.
What?
As soon as I got my sense of taste back, I went straight to Zhang-Fa to start my training, and cut off all ties with my food, with the kid for good. What?
You abandoned your own child!
And that ain't the half of it. No one knows where he is, even now. Cops have looked all over for him, but no dice. So, still think you can prove your asinine theory? I'd like to see you try. You think I care about anything besides confectionery? Think again! I got my sense of taste back. What need do I have for a son? Is that for a character change?
Yeah, there you go.
Gotta be careful though.
I've abandoned my child! I've abandoned my boy!
Say it! Say hi. Silence in the court. I gotta be careful with him though.
Do you believe in the words of Jesus Christ? Yes, I do.
Yes, I do.
Yes, I do.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It's a movie about a man who loses his son, looks for oil, gets tortured by some religious kid who he took oil from, and then kills the kid. More so tortures the kid back. I've abandoned my child!
You've abandoned your boy. Yes, I did.
Yes, I did.
Yes, I do.
And what about it? Silence in the courtroom. While Mr. Gusto's words and actions may demonstrate a certain lack of humanity on his part, the goddess of justice cannot judge him for that. Yes, it's the goddess of justice. It judges for justice. Therefore, Mr. Edgeworth, I believe it is time for you to admit defeat. Give it up. 18 years is a long time for anything to surface now.
proof or otherwise. You left the country, by the way. You went to Zhengfa. Mr. Edgeworth, we have to do something. If we don't, the truth might be lost forever.
Where are you, Detective Gumshoe?
Can't imagine whose blood it is. It could possibly be, but I'll get it tested right away, sir.
Please do, Detective. Please do, Detective.
He's already left! Detective!
That's the last time I saw him. That's the last piece of the puzzle. I'm sure of it. Once we know whose blood it is...
Hey, Miles. I heard it cut in on your mind palace time, but I was pondering something myself. Our friend Gusteau didn't come here just to check up on the body, did he?
No, he cut himself on the ass.
You mean because he tried to open the case?
Exactamundo. Think we might have some... think we have anything that might explain why he tried to do that?
You might. Detective Gumshoe can make it backward in time with a certain piece of evidence.
That's quite enough, idle chatter. Defense! Now, if you... Mr. Edgeworth, sir, sorry to keep you waiting! Yabba dabba doo!
Speak of the devil.
Scooby Dooby Doo!
I take it you have the test results, Detective?
No. Lost them.
Yep. The what?
Had the paper, blew right out of my hand. Yes, sir. The lab just got back to me. Detective, please. Court is in session. Shut the fuck up. Now then, am I right to assume that you are bringing us the evidence Mr. Edgeworth was just speaking of?
What? Hey, no fair! Why didn't anybody tell me about any of this? It is indeed the evidence in question, Your Honor. It needed testing, so I asked him to carry it out.
Ow.
What the? Why is everybody always helping you? I'm supposed to be the one in charge here!
They like...
Mr. Winner, I'm the main character.
This is my
Wait.
game.
I'm sorry I didn't involve you, but this is important. Can we at least hear what the detective has to say? Well, alright. So, Detective Gumshoe, what did the test have to tell us?
You're not gonna believe this, but the owner of the blood we found in the liquid at the bottom of the Gemini case is in the bottom of the sea. Carmelo Gusteau. The victim of the poison gas attack. What are you talking about?
Thank you, Detective. You've been very helpful. Well, it looks like my suspicions were correct.
Hell.
What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes. What?
And he's away! I've done my job, I'm out of here!
What do you mean? Explain yourself. Guys, it's 5. Why are you still working?
That's what I ask every time. They weren't working yesterday.
They're off on Thursdays.
Yeah, I guess so. And they're back on Sundays.
Fuck church, I'm here! What is the significance of this blood to this case?
It's only the very thing the perpetrator of the IS-7 incident has been trying to hide all these years. The fact that your blood was found inside the Gemini case, Mr. Gusteau, is as good as us finding your blood lying right next to Mr. Frost's body.
He cut you, didn't he? Why would there be traces of your blood there? Of all places, Mr. Gusteau.
If you won't answer her honor, Mr. Gusteau, then I will. There wasn't just blood in the liquid from the Gemini case. There were traces of salt and sugar, too.
There were.
And if you remember, one particular part of the Mr. Frost's work was allegedly very salty indeed.
Oh yeah. You're talking about the Delicia, what Delicia told us back then, right? What was it again?
The liar's drones. Did they ever? I've never tried ice so scrumptious in all of my life.
Really? Man, I wish I could have had a bite.
Well, scrumptious except for the salty bit, of course. That was unbearable.
The salty bit.
It's in the other photo you've got there. This bit's the hop thing.
the harbinger of death.
Gemini's liar. Yes, the liar. And only the liar tasted as if it had been flavored with salt. There were no traces of salt anywhere else in Mr. Frost's entry.
Very interesting. Then perhaps you could tell us, Mr. Edgeworth. Where did the salt on the liar come from? The murder weapon.
Take that!
It's the salt block. This. The lamp from the IS-7 incident?
Indeed, and I believe that the salt that gave the liar its flavor came from just such a lamp. Mr. Von Kommer had established that both salt lamps were in Mr. Tangaroa's room at the time of the crime. One of them was used to kill Mr. Frost, and it was stained with his blood. But no corresponding poor blood was found in Mr. Tangaroa's room.
Right, because the culprit had chucked the piece of chocolate. Yeah, piece of chocolate with that on it into the little stream.
Furthermore, aside from the liar, no traces of salt were found anywhere else in Mr. Frost's room either.
Come to think of it, lamps were found in Delicia's room were both broken.
The lamps appear to be broken.
Yeah.
Both are smashed. Both of them.
Maybe they fell and broke on the floor? We never did figure out how the one that wasn't used to kill Frost got busted, but are we thinking maybe it had Gusto's blood on it at some point?
Anyone who... that's the wrong voice. That's his father. Anyone whose blood was found on one of the lamps would have been a person of interest to the police.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, see? So the killer needed to hide the blood somehow, and in a way that would have aroused suspicion.
I was hoping doing that would have snapped you into the other voice
Yeah.
a little bit quicker. And
I'm a
you are
professional.
seriously suggesting that the liar was used to do just that?
I am.
The Lee Ray?
I suspect that the bloody salt was somehow applied to the liar so that it could be hidden inside the case.
The bloody blinders.
Because unlike the fountain water, the sculptures would have needed more time and care to test properly. And so he waited and waited for his chance to dispose of the liar undetected.
Then the reason he's here today is...
18 years ago, Mr. Frost's body and the evidence pointing to his killer were taken away together. This, of course, was not a part of the perpetrator's plan, and thus a new dilemma arose. The possibility that the body, the incriminating evidence, or both, will resurface one day.
So back he comes, 18 years later, sneaking in bright and early to try and cover his tracks. Don't make me yell.
Now, Mr. Gusto?
He shit his pants.
Are you finally ready to admit it? That you are the one responsible for the IS-7 incident?
Oh, he's gonna make me yell. Mr. Cousteau, it's all because of you that Samson... Cousteau.
So I finally got caught, huh? All these years later. Nobody came close back then. Not even the big shot prosecutor or the attorney. That's some impressive work, Mr. Prosecutor. I have to hand it to you.
You admit it then, that you murdered Ollie Frost.
Sure I did. I did it, I killed him. But he only had himself to blame. For a cat.
What do you mean by that?
He agreed to help me. We were supposed to help each other so that the one of us could win. Whoever won was supposed to let the other use the cookbook. And on the day of the final, the rat finally showed his true colors. Seriously, Frost? We had a deal!
Sorry, I'm not helping you in the final. Our little agreement is over, Gusto.
But when I helped you, I spent all day yesterday making the ice for your pieces.
Did you? And you can prove that, I suppose?
What are you? Wait, you were planning to betray me right from the start, weren't you? Damn you. After Frost double-crossed me, I had to make my peace for the final by myself. Like you said, my son wasn't there,
so I didn't have any help with the flavor.
So much for the pride you claim to have in your ability to make delicious desserts.
Go ahead and judge. You have no idea what it's like for someone like me to lose my sense of taste. I gave up everything to become the best. Everything. I take pride in that. Something someone like you could never understand.
You're right. I don't understand. Do you take pride in the fact that you resorted to murder? Or that you abandoned your son? Why would I want to understand someone who could do such things?
A man can't afford to rely on him. I learned that the hard way 18 years ago. My son never showed up on the day of the fight. And in hindsight, I wouldn't be surprised if Frost was the reason why. Why would you think that? What exactly happened to your son? How am I supposed to? I told you. He's none of my concern. And according to you guys, nobody knows where he is in Nile either. And you don't care? You're horrible!
So with his disappearance, you too went your chances of... So too went your chances of winning, correct?
Yeah. I had to find another way to getting my hands on the book. That's when inspiration struck. I decided to skip afternoon tea and snuck into Kangaroo. Kangaroo's room. It should have been so easy. All I had to do was photograph the formulas I needed to get out of it. But then Frost showed up. I did call him. And Frost walked in on him.
I thought I might find you here. Stealing recipes from the famous cookbook, hmm?
Tisk!
Yes!
Good boy, Frost!
I'm here as well!
I feel like he would be encouraging Frost. Frost!
What's this? A cure for taste disorders. Oh no, that's just too tragic. A confectioner who can't taste anything. What would people say?
If you tell anybody.
You're what? You can't even hit me, you miserable worm.
Why, you! Frost shoved me hard when I went to punch him. Knocked me clean off my feet. I crashed into one of the lamps. Must have been when my blood got on it. So Mr. Frost wasn't the first to get hurt? When it was all over, I realized I had to get rid of the blood somehow. So I scraped off all the bloodied bits, dissolved those salt shavings in some flavored ice mixture, and brushed it all over the heart. And that's how you made the evidence linking you to the murder victim. Frost was going to blackmail. He would have made me give him money to keep quiet about my condition.
So you decided that you had to kill him?
Yeah, I guess I did. Why would I let him live? Would you want someone holding something like that over your head? Besides, he's the one who drew first blood. Makes for a solid case of self-defense, don't you think?
So that was the impetus behind it all.
Anyway, I initially took the lamp to Frost's room. Went straight there once I'd figured out how I was going to hide the bloody part. Inspired by all the ice sculpting tools lying about the place, I guess. You're not as dumb as you pretend. Yeah, figured I could use them to chip it off and grind it. Once that was done, painting the stuff all over the harp was easy. But why Samsung? Samsung? Why did you have to frame him? I never meant for the cups to pin. The caps. That was your fault. You and the rest of them. Why do you think I went to the trouble of placing the lamps and cloth back in Scone's room?
There's only one reason to plant the murder weapon in the room of another contestant, and that is to cast suspicion on that person.
What? You tried to frame me, Gusty Pants. Yeah. So, John, you gonna frame him?
Yeah.
But why? Why, poor old me? I respected Tango. He was the best. A true champion. I would never have wanted him to take the fall. But you're a fraud! Yeah, your work wasn't even real! You had no respect for our craft. You deserve to be punished for what you did. Oh, Gushti, how could you? And had you refrained from eating Tangaroa's work, Frost's body wouldn't have been found. My plan was to wait until Tangaroa was judging your room. That's when I would sneak the corpse into Frost's room and freeze it. But thanks to you, Bound here found it before I had the chance to retrieve it. I don't understand. Why did you need to freeze him body at all? Ha! Why indeed? Mr. Edgeworth, surely you must know. Why did Mr. Gusto need to freeze Mr. Frost's body? Don't pass it. To hide true crime scene. To obscure the time of death. Pass it off as an ice sculpture. Pass it off as an ice sculpture? No, it'd be the death, because then you can't figure out.
Yeah, because if they figured out that it's doing tea time, then I'm like, oh, well, fuck, who could it
Those
possibly
two were gone
be?
during tea time.
Yeah.
That's you.
Yep. Mr. Gusto needed to freeze Mr. Frost's body in order to obscure the time of death. If they determined that the murder occurred during the afternoon tea, he would have been an obvious suspect.
Bingo! Freezing Frost's body wasn't simple. Preparing everything took time. So I decided to put his body in a chest in Tangaroa's room. Well, I got everything ready in Frost's. At the time, it seemed like the perfect hiding place. Never counted on some gluttonous pharmacist showing up and making the whole ship collapse. I still don't get it, though. Why disguise the body as an ice sculpture at all?
The sooner it was found, the smaller the effect of freezing it would have had on masking the time of death. Therefore, he needed to disguise it, at least until fully frozen.
How a fool. Using Mr. Frost's own work to help you cover up the truth behind his murder. Ironically, Tangaroa would have been just fine if the body hadn't been found before I got it out of its room. If only things had gone to plan, he wouldn't even have been arrested, let alone convicted. You mean it was my fault? Everything that happened to Samson? It was all because I found the body. Don't let him get inside your head, Judes. None of this is your fault. If it wasn't Samson, it would have been Delicia instead. She would have been the one they arrested. Either way, there's only one person to blame here, and that's Gusto. It didn't help that the initial detective was so bad at his job. He never even told the prosecutor that the body had vanished.
So then Mr. Von Kommer had unwittingly placed Mr. Tangaroa under arrest in the absence of a body.
I mean, I guess it would explain why he was so keen to wrap things up. Still, you'd think he'd notice something as big as that if he'd taken a look at a few reports, right?
What if someone had been deliberately distorting the facts of the case, though? Either way, it seems that Mr. Von Kommer didn't know about the body until after the arrest had been made. But admitting that would have spoiled his perfect record. So he kept it to himself and proceeded to prosecute Mr. Tangaroa regardless.
Can this truly be? Can this really be true? Damn,
Can this truly be true?
Really flipped all of that.
It still worked, but I just...
Truly real? Can you?
Feel. True? You don't feel bad at all? Somebody spent 18 years in prison because of you. Sticks and stones, Curly. Sticks and stones. What a jerk! I ought to arrest you right now, pal. I'm afraid I can't allow you to do that, detective. So you noticed, eh? That somebody did. The judge is right. You can't lay a finger on me.
What about my lips?
Try if you must.
Come here.
What? Why? You just confessed to murder.
Well.
No idea, huh? Then I guess I better lay it out for you. Very quickly, objection. You left the country.
Why you can't arrest me?
I killed Frost 18 years ago.
That's it.
The statute of limitations for murder in this country is 15 years. You do the math, you can't arrest me. You think I'd have confessed otherwise? Pooh. That's right. The statute of limitations is only 15 years. Is this really the end of the line, Mr. Edgeworth?
Once the statute has expired, you can't be charged, so...
But... How unfortunate, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm afraid that both Mr. Cousteau's confession and your deductions will have to be struck from the record. And that Mr. Tangaroa's conviction will remain in place.
But we finally proven that the police never had Mr. Frost's body in their possession. Even if they can't arrest Mr. Cousteau, surely Mr. Tangaroa has grounds for a retrial on that basis.
Does he? I wouldn't be so sure. I'm afraid the goddess's judgments are somewhat harder to overturn than you might imagine.
So the committee meets for the verdict from 18 years ago to stand no matter what.
Bad luck, Mr. Prosecutor.
There must be something we can do. Something to bring Mr. Cousteau down.
I gotta push all your sentences.
I killed Frost 18 years ago.
Cool.
The passage of time doesn't diminish what you did, Mr. Cousteau.
Sure diminishes one thing, though. Your ability to arrest me.
Ooh.
No, we can arrest you. We can arrest you real good. I could have you in cuffs before you even blink, pal. Right, Mr. Edgeworth?
This issue isn't as open and shut as you're making it out to be, Detective.
You can't even touch me. It's too late for that.
The statute of limitations for murder in this country is 15 years. Depending on your actions over the last 18 years, the statute may not have expired yet.
This ought to be good. Alright, I got nothing to hide. If there's something you want to ask it.
Very well. Tell us where you've been and what you've been doing since the incident.
Sure. Then long after the contest, I was able to cure my taste disorder, thanks to the formula from the cookbook. And not so long after that, I went to Zhangfa to really buckle down and hone my craft. That explains a lot. We tried to contact you after the fact, but I guess you were long gone by then. Yeah, could be. I left, let's see, around a year after the murder. It was before Tangaroa's last day in court. Going to Zhangfa was the best thing I ever did. Flavor, design, and the full package.
And all on the backs of those whose lives you destroyed.
So you left a year.
So like the trial went on for a year, and then the day before his last appearance in trial, he went to Zhangfa. For how long?
Can you click
this?
So that you're suspended from any time the compass indictment to the end of their trial, and if you flee the country. So 15 years haven't even expired.
Why?
Because the statute's suspended for that 1 year.
Yep.
Hasn't even ended, and then you leave the country before it ends. So the 15 years haven't even started to count until you got back. So we need to know how long he was gone for.
Yeah, let's see how long he was gone for then.
What's an omelet without a few eggs? Nothing, Mr. Prosecutor, nothing. You're evil. Sticks and stones, girlie, sticks and stones. You can't arrest me, and that's all that matters. I had to give him more of a fast talking, otherwise he just sounded like Zhangfa dude.
Like Lane?
Yeah.
I need more to work with. There has to be something I could get out of him.
Trying to make him sound crazy.
Yeah. Maybe I can push him further on the statements he just made. Is there anything I can follow up on?
His training in Zhangfa?
I'd like you to tell us more about your training in Zhangfa, if you wouldn't mind.
Fine. I later went to Zhangfa to train, and I finally became the best in the world. Hold it!
I'm reading the other one. Hold on.
Kiss my ass.
Oh shit, he does say that. Shane Farr? And you were there for a while, I imagine?
Yeah, I left some time after the investigation had wrapped up. I'd been meaning to go there and start my studies for a while. And thanks to the hard work I put in. Look, it's the dead body of him!
Whoa!
My designs are now world class.
Whoa! That's amazing!
Stop being a child, Eustace. You like it? It's yours.
Really? Alright!
Oh, he's gonna have a sugar high later.
Yes! So he spent some time in Jane Farr training. The statute of limitations for murder in this country is 15 years.
Okay, hold on. It's been 18 years since the murder.
Yes.
We have the 1 year for the trial. So 17 years.
No, 6.
No, 1 year for the trial.
Oh, so yeah, you minus the days.
I'm taking a year off the 18.
Yep. So it's
17.
So 17.
So he needs to be gone for 2 years.
2 years. Okay. Let's see if that's true. Depending on your actions of the last 18 years, the statute may not have expired yet.
This ought to be good. All right, I got nothing.
Oh, it's the same thing. Yeah. I was like, I thought
What do you got?
What
What do you got?
Oh, I see. Yeah.
You just objected to my sugar?
Nothing in particular.
All right, no, I got that. That's me.
You do the math, you can arrest me. Never say never, Mr. Gusto. That is a Justin Bieber song. Nothing is impossible.
We are never ever. Really? That's Justin Bieber?
Yeah.
Come on, give it up. Your father couldn't catch me. What makes you think you can?
Yes. He would have solved the whole case if it hadn't been for Mr. Von Karma obstructing him at every turn. And now the statute of limitations is running into the truth of this case forever.
Don't listen to him, Mr. Edgeworth. You can't give up, not now. We're doing this for your dad. We're doing this for your wee dad. So we have to see it through to the end.
Hey.
The truth in this is right here. There for the taking. What kind of great thieves would we? Are we if we don't grab it ourselves?
I'm not a great thief, Cabe. But you're right. Carmelo Gusto, I won't allow you to make off with the truth.
This is his freedom he's trying to take. We mustn't allow it. Do the worst.
You think you could change your fate? You think I have confessed otherwise?
If you could change your feet,
That was the only reason. Because you knew the statute had expired.
would ya? What else would I do it? Why else would I do it? Why would anybody? Not that I planned on it ever coming out, of course.
And why was that?
Because I'm finally the world's greatest confectioner. And pretty stuff like this.
No, petty, yeah.
And petty stuff like that. It's pretty too.
Yeah.
Is the only way, and petty stuff like this only gets in the way of me and my craft. Hug it out? So you're more concerned about you and your rep than the fact that Samson's still rotting in jail? I've seen some pieces of work in my time, but you, you're just flat out unforgivable. Who cares about forgiveness? I did what I did. I don't need you to understand any of it. All right, Miles, it's official. Uncle Eddie's mad. That doesn't happen often.
You're not the only one. But don't worry, you won't get away with it. Not if I can help it. Alright.
And this is a loaded gun.
God, time to fully pull this baby out. Mr. Gusto is no ordinary opponent. He's gone 18 years without his crimes being exposed.
Mr. Edgeworth, your opponent is aware.
Huh? Bullshit!
Think, Mr. Edgeworth, there must be some way for us to arrest him. Guy's probably watched a few legal dramas before, but he's no lawyer, not like you and me. There's gotta be some loophole somewhere we can use. There's just gotta.
He's right. Mr. Gusto is just an armchair attorney after all. And I believe you already got it.
You left the country, you son of a bitch.
And he's doing it again!
Objection!
Giggity.
The statute of limitations for murder is subject to the following condition. The statute is suspended should the suspect flee to a foreign country, which means that the time you spent abroad doesn't count toward the total time you were under the statute.
No way! So it's like someone hit pause while he's gonna say I was only there for 2 years, and then we're gonna be like, well, it's also paused because of the end of the trial. Bitch. No way. So it's like someone hit pause while he was in Zhangfa? It appears that there may be time left on the clock yet. But that will depend on how long you stayed in Zhangfa, Mr. Gusto. It was 3 years exactly.
3 years? Hold on. Nobody say anything until I've done the math. The murder happened 18 years back. The statue is 15 years. And the 3 years overseas. 15 plus 3 makes exactly 18, which means... No way. Mr. Edgeworth, you did it! It's on the 24th, though. Is today the 24th?
We're in April.
Oh, shit. Mr. Edgeworth, you did it! The statue hasn't expired at all! After all! Bingo, 18 years exactly. Glad you worked it out for yourselves.
He's just been stringing us along this whole time.
Why is he laughing? We're good, aren't we? We can arrest him now.
Hate to break it to you, little sis, but I-7 went down at the end of December. It's April now, which means, strictly speaking, it's been 18 years and 4 months since Frost's murder. If Gusto stayed in Zhangfa really lasted 3 years on the nose, it's not enough. We're a few months short.
Not enough. But... What did I tell you? You can't touch me.
I hate to admit it, but he's read the board well when he made his confession.
The trial wasn't over when he left. How unfortunate, Mr. Edgeworth. If only there was a statue. Oh, if only the statue had been suspended for another year. Those who would overturn the goddess's judgment must be willing to pay the price should they fail. And you, Mr. Edgeworth, have failed.
There must be something I can do.
I knew it. Well, if the law can't bring Mr. Gusto to justice, then...
Judes, what are you thinking?
Objection!
You don't need to go adding to your rap sheet just yet. We're not done here. Far from it. There's still a way we can nail him.
Serious?
Alright, Miles Reno, pep talk. I need you to think back over everything we know about the case. Gusto's overlooked one critical thing that you yourself were led to believe wrongly about.
Which is...
He wasn't there for Samson's last trial, remember? Best I can tell, he doesn't seem to know what the final verdict that came down that day was. Which means there's still one way left to us. Crack open your statues for dummies. There. Take another look. 17 years ago, they really did a number on Samson and framed him like a pretty picture. But if we make good use of that verdict now, we can make Gusto pay in full for what he's done.
Fender, are you...
Hey! Those who would overturn the goddess's judgment must be willing to pay the price should they fail. Samson's client, Miles.
Oh.
Samson's my client, Miles, and I can't bring myself to use the source of his pain as a weapon in this fight. So whether we play our last card or not, it's gonna have to be up to you.
Do I do it?
Bringing Mr. Gusto to justice can only happen if I use the outcome of that hard-fought trial. So, should I raise an objection?
Raise an objection!
Play that card or not?
Raise an objection! I'm gonna kill you!
My father and Mr. Von Karma. One sought to reveal the truth, the other to hide it. I know which path I choose to follow. The one that seeks to reveal the truth.
Ah!
I was here! What did I miss? Oh!
She keeps pounding through the abyss and it's fun karma.
He finally reached me in hell!
Stop it, my head hurts!
Yeah.
This court has reached its final verdict. The record will state that Mr. Gusteau has been found not guilty on all counts.
Here, Your Honor, Mr. Carmelo Gusteau is absolutely guilty, and I refuse to let him walk away. His crimes are too unspeakable to go unpunished.
Do you mean to suggest that you have grounds upon which to call for his arrest?
I do. Neither shall Judge reveal something that proves that statute of limitations hasn't yet expired.
The statute of limitations for dummies?
Why is it? Why does it add a year?
Because the trial lasted a year?
Not only that.
From the time of any accomplice's indictment to the end of their trial.
Yeah.
But it was more than a year for his indictment.
So, what accomplice?
Is it? It's just Samson.
Okay, here we go. Okay, that's what I thought.
Take that! I was like,
yeah,
I know Samson's the one who got charged with it. Very well. Is there a particular page of the IS-7 case file you would like to refer to in the suspect data?
I'd like to direct your attention to the page concerning the suspect. As you can see, Samson Figueroa was convicted.
Oh, that's right. He was convicted as an accomplice.
Yeah. Oh, okay. There we go. So you did forget it. Like, do you remember that part? And it took around 1 year from his indictment for that verdict to be reached.
Yes, that does seem to be the case.
The book you gave us, details certain conditions pertaining to the statute of limitations for murder. One of them, as I mentioned, is that the statute is suspended if the suspect flees the country. And another says that the statute is suspended from the time of any accomplice's indictment to the end of the trial.
What? Figueroa was convicted as an accomplice? Yep. Guess you were in Shangfao when the verdict came down. Samson was convicted as an accomplice, not as the main proprietor. Which is clearly news to you, and not good news either. Am I right? No, you're kidding. But how can it be? Figueroa wasn't an accomplice to anyone. He was innocent, and you know it.
Oh, we know it. It's what we've been trying to prove all along. And the pleasing twist of fate, his wrongful conviction will be the very thing that sets him free! If you spent 3 years in Jane Farm, and your accomplice, Samson Figueroa, was on trial for 1 year, it means you could still be charged with Mr. Frost's murder up to 19 years after the fact. In other words, the statute of limitations hasn't expired at all!
Ah! Goddess's judgment is infallible. But that of her servants, it appears, is not. It seems the prosecutor in charge of this case may have erred. Unbelievably, we may have no choice but to instigate a full inquiry. No. How could this? You weren't supposed to be the... 18 years. That's a long time to let somebody else suffer for your crimes. It's time to pay the piper, Gusteau, and not a moment too soon. Rat. But I'm finally the greatest. My brilliance has been recognized. I gave up everything for this. Everything! Even my soul. My son! His son. His soul, too.
More's the pity. But you can't run from the law forever, because the bills come due at last!
I love you. You love me. Ah! 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 lightheaded. Ouch. Mr. Gusto's all set for his trip downtown, sir.
Good! Which means it's your turn next, right?
I wonder how many times Dragon Ball Z dude passed out.
Oh yeah, Sean probably does, yeah.
Jesus. Or the guy who plays Sun Jin Woo.
Well, I actually don't know.
I mean, he ripped his vocal cords open.
Yeah. I mean, KG Tane has done that. Where he's like come off from a session and he was coughing up blood.
Yeah, that happened to the voice actor for Sun Jin Woo.
Yeah.
Because he had a yell that was so intense that it just
Yeah.
ripped his vocal cords up. I suppose so. Jude. I am so sorry, everybody. I have caused you all so much trouble. But thank you. Thank you so much for bringing me Mr. Gusto to justice. For bringing Mr. Gusto, not me. For justice, you know. At last.
I'm afraid there's no escaping the consequences of your actions, Miss Brown. But those actions were born of the legal mistakes that were made all those years ago. We all know that. To allow me to apologize in return, on behalf of the prosecution.
Oh no. I have no one to blame but myself for it all. Starting with those sculptures. Hey Jude, think maybe you might want me to represent you? I'm not some nervous newbie anymore. And there's no way I'm letting you take the rap for everything. Oh, I'd be honored. Thank you, Mr. Finder.
Kiss! Kiss, kiss, kiss.
I've got a new direction!
Sorry, man. Sorry, man. But you gotta come with me.
Oh, but of course.
Yeah, but that counts. That's right. I play nothing but the French guys from here on out.
Judge Gaville, why did you lie to us?
Lie? What are you talking about?
You implied that there was no cause, no case for a retrial. But as we've proven, that wasn't true. Surely anyone truly committed to seeing justice done would have called one as soon as the body was found?
I am under no obligation to answer such a question.
And you clearly have no intention of doing so either.
Truly, you are proving to be quite a threat to the Committee for Prosecutorial Excellence, the CPE. As such, you give me little choice but to report back on your continued transgressions. No doubt you will be called to appear before the committee in due course. Now, I must be on my way. Von Karma is the head of this committee. He's not actually dead. It was all a ploy. What the heck? And after you caught the real killer and everything? Isn't that what prosecutors are supposed to do?
Regardless of how it may all play out, I will never regret what we accomplished here today.
That's because you finished your dad's job. Mr. Edgeworth. Damn you!
Hey! Mr. Edgeworth! Yes? Why'd you stick your nose in this case anyway? You weren't even on the job! My job is to bring the truth to light, Mr. Winner. Not only as a prosecutor, but as a person.
And as a lover.
I don't get it. I wouldn't expect you to understand. And as long as you believe that closing a case makes you a winner. That's going way over my head! I'm going home.
What was all that about?
Eustace still has a lot to learn, is all.
I got the Miles Edgeworth collection card.
Yeah.
Look at his stats.
Whoa!
Milesy Wilesy.
Yes?
I just wanted to say old Gregory Pegleg would have been proud of you today. Oh, look at me tearing up. That and thanks for helping poor Sammy Poople.
Of course. Hey, Angie! Looks like you cleared everything up, huh? So, what I think exactly... I was kind of busy sketching. Wait, where did Judy and Verity go?
Big Booty Judy's out of here, and Verity is Verity. Wow, you really weren't paying attention, were you?
Though I am loath to admit it, Harry's sketches did come through for us on more than one occasion.
It's a flying witch.
Not that I'm about to tell him that. Put up the glue in, will you? What if I did? I'm sorry! Calm down, Larry. I wasn't glaring at you.
You totally were. You're just like your pop. He was a terrible liar, too.
He was.
He lied?
Yeah.
Listen, I'm gonna head out. Need to fill Samson in on what went down today. Wanna come with?
Yes, of course.
Great, then I'm coming too. Let it be over! For all that is holy! So what's Mr. Tangaroa like? I can't wait to finally meet him. He's gonna be like an old, decrepit man. Oh, he's a real sweetheart. You'll love him. Even while locked up, he can't help but make all sorts of cookies and cakes for everyone. He had a blast feeding all the dogs that came through chocolate. That's really why he's here.
Yeah.
It's why 3 p.m. cake extravaganza.
Yeah, cake extravaganza.
That works. Is a thing for prisoners and guards alike. Really? That sounds awesome. You think there'll be any left over for us to try? Nope. They eat it all in one day.
You may find a few slices of chocolate cake in the prison the other day.
My chocolate. Give it.
Could they have been some of Mr. Tangaroa's baked goods?
That's my chocolate cake. Give it here. Gummy! What are you doing here? I heard you all are coming to see Mr. Tangaroa, so I volunteered to escort him.
Hello, new friends. I'm Samson Tangaroa. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth, at your service.
And I'm Mr. Edgeworth's trusty sidekick, Kay Faraday.
It's very nice to meet you both.
Miles here is Gregory's son.
Is that so? Your father was very kind to me and fought so hard for my case. But in the end, I betrayed him. I made a false confession and... Don't worry, Mr. Tangaroa. This defender has explained everything to me.
Sure did. And now we're here to tell you the truth about what happened 18 years ago.
Truth?
And so that's what happened.
Judy did all that. For me.
Crazy kid racked her brain for 18 years until she finally figured out how to set you free. What can I say? Turns out she really would do anything for you.
Judy, I never did anything to deserve such devotion. Come now, Mr. Tangaroa. I think we all know that's not true. The bond between the two of you has held strong for all these years, after all.
You're lovers.
You think so?
Marry her.
I guess I better show him. Which piece of evidence is proof that the bond Mr. Tangaroa and Miss Bound share?
The ubiquium.
The poison!
The chocolate?
Take that!
Those chocolates. Judy made them, didn't she? Yes, she did.
They're super delicious and sweet.
Miss Bound continued making them just as you taught her, even after that fateful day. So that there will always be some waiting for you, when you finally come home. Judy.
Don't sing!
I bet they're beyond super sweet then. Aren't they? Very much so, I'm afraid. I only wish we could hand them to you.
Don't worry, sir. I'll make sure he gets them.
Which would be a clear breach of prison policy. As I have the authority now to stop him anyway.
I mean, the warden killed somebody. I think chocolate is the least of that prison's worries right now.
Hey! Tackle him! Thank you very much. You know, Detective, something about you reminds me of Detective Bad.
Really, pal? I look up to him a lot. He's my role model.
You don't say.
That's the jacket!
It seems fate likes to bring people of all sorts together, huh? That's probably why he wears the jacket. It's not the same one.
No, I was saying that's why he wears
It's
it.
definitely the same one that's like the beige color, and it's kind of gone all moldy, and that's why it's green.
You hang in there, Samson. Just a little longer. I should be able to get you out soon. Sorry it's taken so long. Nobody should have waited 18 years to get justice. I'm balding now.
Don't be silly, Eddie. I'm the one who should be saying sorry. Or rather... Thank you.
I love you. I mean...
Truly.
Samson?
Well... I guess it's my turn to wait for Judy to come home now. I better make sure there's something delicious on the table for her when she finally walks through that door. Don't let me down, Eddie.
Leave it to me, big guy. I mean, if you're lucky, we can get her, suspended.
Yeah. The IS-7 incident. It's been 18 long years, but in this case we'd inherited from my father.
She's standing like,
Where'd he go?
Yeah. It's finally coming to a close.
He was in this room just a second ago. And I'm still here, so I didn't walk him back.
hey, Miles. Thanks for the day. And sorry for forcing you to make the final call like that.
Not at all. I simply made the call that felt right to me.
Huh? What are you guys talking about? You know how Samson was wrongfully convicted? We had to pretend that he wasn't in order to nail Gusto. But to use his false conviction against him, even to save him. As his lawyer, I just couldn't bring myself to do it. Yeah, I can see that. But now that Gusto's behind bars, I can finally start to get that wrongful conviction overturned.
Yes, I'm sure you will.
Wait a minute. Does this mean that even if you were only doing what's right, if the false conviction had been overturned before today, Mr. Gusto would have gotten away scot-free? Yep. It's what we folks in the trade like to call a legal contradiction. The law is far from perfect. Because things like legal contradictions, right? Yeah, but you never know. Things might change. The law is always evolving, just like us humans. Your Uncle Eddie and Miles Areno included. Am I right?
The potential for growth and change. When people learn the law, huh?
Help me, my ass hurts. It hurts so bad.
So, Miles, you gonna keep fighting crime as a prosecutor, or help people as an attorney? Something tells me you've got a big decision ahead of you. One only you can answer.
I know.
Well, let's just say I won't complain if you show up at the office one day. And on that note, it's time for me to skedaddle. I owe you big time. I always repay my debts, but for now, hamburgers are on me, boys. Thanks again for today. I mean it. Boom, 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 boom. Did he seem kind of in a hurry to get out of here to you?
He did. And honestly speaking, I'm the one who owes him a debt of gratitude. After all, he gave me the chance to reckon with my father's final case. When I was a boy, all I ever dreamed of was becoming an attorney like my father. But then, during my time with Mr. Von Karma, I learned the way of the prosecutor instead.
Oh, man, the dragon.
Eventually, with the help of some good friends, I found my own voice and a new way to live. But now my career as a prosecutor is at risk of being taken away from me. It may be time to take another long, hard look at how I want to live my life. Whether I like it or not. This might go by automatically, so
Hey, Gregory. Sorry for reporting in so late. It may have taken 18 years. But we're finally in a position to prove Samson's innocence. All thanks to your boy, Miles. I couldn't have done it without him. You should have seen him. The way he fought for the truth gave me chills. It was like I was watching you. Peace. Look, I know I'm not half the attorney you were, but those guiding principles you tried to instill in me, I like to think I'm embodying them now, as I carry on your legacy. Here's hoping. Your boy will be joining me in that suit. The same photo.
Am I going to fight crime as a prosecutor? Or help people as an attorney? What is the right answer? Which path should I choose?
Find out in Ace Attorney 73.
That's the end of Turnabout Legacy. What did you think about it?
Good.
Good? The best case in the duology so far?
Are you trying to push me that way?
I don't know.
Well, I gotta try to remember all the cases in the first the game.
Turnabout visitor, the guy in Edgeworth's office dies. Turnabout airlines, plane. 3, turnabout the kidnapped turnabout. Probably not that one. 4th, turnabout remembrance. We are back in the past, and Edgeworth's real first trial, but it got canceled because of Faraday. Case dad is dead. And in case 5, extraterritoriality. And of course, case 1, turnabout visitor, the assassination. Case 2, the imprisoned turnabout.
Probably. I mean, it'll give it like a fight for the. No, I still think it's better than that one actually. Never mind. Yeah.
Okay.
The duology.
Yeah. But what about Bridge to the turnabout? But now, we are going to go to
the longest case in the whole game.
Actually, no, this case is shorter than this one. Actually, I think this case is the longest in the game. 3 and 5 might be like around the same length, but I think 3 is longer. The Forsaken, the Turnabout Forsaken. It's a different naming scheme. What the fuck? Which is in the translation, the Forgotten Turnabout. Nobody remembers it. And we're going to do that in
the next episode.
Thank you for watching this episode of Investigations 2. Make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll thought that'd be helpful. But cheers.
Every day.
Bye bye.